Hello guys, my name is Xiong. I'm back again. Today I'm gonna do another movie review. Today I'm gonna be reviewing the movie Jack Reacher Never Go Back. So the gist of the story is basically Jack Reacher is going back to see one of his friends, and that's how the story unfolds. I'm just gonna leave it at that, okay? So the good thing I like about this movie is that our main character is smart. He think about how people escape, and he analyzed the room, the situation, of what happened. He think about what's going on and how people would do things, and that's the only positive thing. Not positive thing. The only thing I can think of that is good about the movie. So the negative, there is a lot of negative about this movie. The first thing is that the military girlfriend, I kept telling him to come back, apparently maybe to see her. You can sort of tell their mutual affection for each other. So, and then another thing was he had a daughter that he did not know when he arrived at the military location to see the so-called military friend, the girl. And then another thing I did not like about this movie was the villain didn't feel evil, didn't feel that I hated him. I didn't feel like he was a real good villain. I just didn't really care about the villain. He just didn't do anything for me. He just another bad guy. I feel like he was just a puppet. He did feel like he was just someone doing someone else's dirty job. And he was doing someone else's dirty job, but he didn't feel like he was the villain. I didn't feel like there was a big main villain in this movie. It was just like a little villain. So I didn't like that. There was no action. There was no fight scene. It's probably the only fight scene I could think it was the kitchen, and then the gunfight, and then the fight at the end. Just 3 fights. I thought Jack Reacher was about fight, but there isn't a lot of action. I didn't feel like it was an action-packed movie. It didn't feel like Jason Bourne, that sort of thing. So it was a bad ending. Our main character did what he did, but it didn't feel fulfilling. It didn't feel like he beat the bad guy. It felt like that's it. It felt flat, it felt short. I just didn't really care about the ending. It was just like, oh, okay, the daughter parted away, and our main character Jack Reacher going his own way, being a loner, and that was it. It was just like, really, could have done better. Bad chase was not interesting. Climbing over stuff, windows. It didn't really intrigue me. It's like stuff that I've seen before, so I'm just not interested. And then general involvement. I wish, we get to see. We get to see him a few scenes, but it was just off the scene. He wasn't even there in the movie, so I was like, why can't they make him the bad villain? The one that's fighting Jack, and not the douchebag that's doing all the work. And he just didn't do anything for the movie. And Jack Reacher's motivation wasn't really clearly defined in this movie. It was like, yeah, he's going back to see this girl, but yeah, okay, for what reason? Just for friendship, or there gotta be more, for him to go back. I just can't pinpoint it. Yeah, to see this friend of his, but how is this friend relationship developed? So that's what I'm kind of like, what is his motivation? There isn't anything really there. So the moral of this story is, be there for your kid? ? Because I couldn't really tell if that was actually his kid, because they didn't really say it. But you sort of assume that the little girl was actually his kid. So you sort of have to assume, and so that was kind of like not clearly defined too. You just like left assuming, and I don't like to be left assuming unless it's for a good reason. This is just okay, yeah. So a suggestion that I would make to the directors or the playwright would be develop the general's his involvement directly. His involvement. Show him show a scene where he specifically direct the man to do all this certain thing. Show him that he was actually the one doing it, and maybe even make him the bad guy. Make him the villain. The chess mover, you know, the guy who's moving all the pieces. But instead of they put him at the background, make him the forefront of the story of the main villain. Make him that. And then another thing is I need a better story. It just kind of meh. Didn't feel compelling. Didn't feel it was new. Need a better story to push the characters. And yeah, basically just better villain, better stories. That's mainly the whole movie need to be reworked again. So the score or the rating I would give this movie would be a 5 out of 10. Again, 5 out of 10. It's one of those movies you could probably wait at the dollar theater or wait for the random box, because it's not worth it in my opinion to actually go see in a theater. It just didn't do justice to the name Jack Reacher. You know, it just didn't feel like he was he was a good guy, but didn't feel like he was, you know, doing something good. It felt like this was just a daily thing for him. It didn't feel like it was a challenge for him. So again, guys, it's a rating of 5 out of 10. Thank you so much for watching my videos. Please like, thumbs up, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel. It will help me a lot. Thank you again. Take care.